Hello everyone, my name is Tommy and welcome to a tier list. Yeah, we're doing a tier list. This is Steven Universe character tier list. As you can see, we have some characters. Now, I made this one personally. I'll explain the rules. Not every character's here. We have some of the game characters because I just finished the game. They could have been left out, but I brought them in here. We have some of the fusions, but not all of the fusions. I might have missed some characters. I might have missed some certain characters, certain fusions. You may notice the categories we have. We have favorite, S, good, okay, and bad. Bad, okay, and good is the generic, hey, good is this character's good. Bad is this character isn't good. Okay is this is a character. S is a character I like a lot. And then we're going to decide favorite. At the end, when everyone's sorted, we're going to take one character from the S class and move them into favorite. And this will be my favorite character from the whole show. Now, when I made this tier list, I had all the pictures in order, labeled 1, 2, 3, all the way up to the amount of characters we have here. And yet, when I implemented them, it shuffled them. Yet somehow, all of the rubies stayed in a line, which is beyond me. I don't know how they managed that. And most of the fusions stayed in a line, except for they put Greg down here with the fusions. I don't know why they did that. And Connie. Anyway, I did it. I had Steven in the crystal gems, and then who knows where the crystal gems went. Should we start with Steven? You know, I'm going to put him in good. Should we do it on how I like it, or should we do it on... All right, no. Let's... So I'm tempted to put him in good and just leave him there. I don't like how they ruin some of these characters. Like, look what they... look what they did to my dude. Oh, no. But I'm going to put him in good character. He's a good character. Now, Lapis, I think it goes without saying. She's S, all right? S class for sure. Bismuth, she started off bad and then ended up good. In the future, she has a banger of a song. No, wait. In the movie, she has a banger of a song. She's not a bad character. And as a matter of fact, we're going to put Pumpkin down here. Pumpkin goes into okay because he's good. He's not bad. But Bismuth in the same category as Pumpkin. Lion. Personally, I don't much care for Lion. He did a lot for the show. So Lion has to be in good. But is he S-class? I don't think Lion is S-class. I'm going to have to be honest there. He's great, super cool, great transmutation, all that jazz. But he's also didn't follow instructions a lot of times. So Lion is not S-class. He's going to go in good. All right, so now we have Cat Steven. I think that's his name. I think it's Cat Steven. Where would Cat Steven go? Bad, okay, or good? Personally, to me, Cat Steven would go in bad. Not a good character. Now, I love cats. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of cats. But just Cat Steven didn't do a lot. We didn't see a lot of an expansion on Cat Steven. So he goes in bad. Rose Quartz. I would say Rose Quartz would be an okay character. She did sacrifice herself for Steven. You know, just because I would say she's a good character. Because without her, Steven wouldn't exist. But since we did just do Rose Quartz, let's do Pink Diamond, who is a bad character. Now, of course, it's going to be that thing, you know, if you just take Pink Diamond and not Rose Quartz or anything that happens after. Pink Diamond was selfish. She didn't want to hang out with the diamonds, or rather they didn't want to hang out with her. And so she went off and faked her own death and did all that stuff, causing a galactic war. I feel like that's pretty bad. She's pretty bad. Now, Blue. She's an okay character. And of course, we're going to have to put Yellow Diamond in there. Those two are kind of like a package deal. Personally, for me, Blue and Yellow Diamond, they're okay. They're not great over the top characters, but they're not awful characters. They're okay. Now, White goes straight up into S. I'm a big fan of White Diamond. I like White Diamond. I did lose a little bit of liking to her in Steven Universe Future. But before Steven Universe Future, especially during the Diamond Days arc, White was really cool. I mean, you got the classic scene of her de-gymming Steven, all that stuff. Any scene that has White Diamond, I love because there's a presence when she's on screen. She's like, you see her and she's on screen, you get uneasy. She really set a tone during the show. And then after the show, it went to the movie and they get goofy with her. Kind of like all the other diamonds. But I feel that I still like White Diamond, especially for the de-gymming scene. That is a really, really good scene. All right. Next up, we have Smanel. We're going to S class. I feel Smanel. She's my favorite character. Now, I don't know about favorite just yet, but she is one of my favorite characters. So she absolutely goes in S-Class from being abandoned and then coming back and striking vengeance in a way. And then, realizing, hey, maybe it's not the best course of action. Jasper, here we go. All right, I like Jasper a lot in Steven Universe Future. But every second she was in the main show, I did not like her because of how awful she was being. They wrote that character really good for being a villain because when she fused with Lapis or when she tried to fuse with the monsters, everything was coming from a source of, I need stronger power. And that stems from Garnet, from when they fought. And I think from that point on, she's like, I just need to get stronger to beat these dummies. Obviously Garnet's a fusion. So she's like, I have to be a fusion to beat her, blah, blah, blah. And she just drives and drives for power. And, I don't like that. I don't like any of that. However, in Future, when she teaches Steven and all that, and then eventually Steven ends up, shattering her. All honesty, Jasper was a really great character there because she taught Steven a lot. And then I enjoyed every second of her during Steven Universe Future. However, during the main show, no. Did she advance the plot? Yes. So she's going straight into an okay category. She's okay for the show. Garnet. Now, here's the thing. It's between S and good. Just like Steven. Because Garnet's great. I love Garnet. I hate how they cropped out my pictures. I think I'm going to put her in S because she's pretty good. I like Garnet a lot. Now, Lars, as you can see, we got his pants and torso. We don't get much of Lars. Lars is a great character. He's not one of my favorites. He's borderline one of my favorites. He would be in S-Class. However, he's not. I'm going to put him in good. Now, the reason for that is because if it wasn't for his Lars of the Stars arc, I don't think he would be in good. I think he would absolutely be in bad because he was trying so hard the entire show and he just kept juggling and tripping over himself. And when he got caught up with Steven and ended up into space after Steven saved everyone but him because he was acting a coward, you begin to realize the motives of why Lars is there and what he's doing. He just wanted to be cool. He wanted to be accepted by everyone. And in the end, he got screwed over, in all honesty. And in the end, he ended up protecting Steven, and it got him blown up. But he did protect Steven and then got revived. Became Lars of the Stars, which makes him an excellent character, in my opinion. He's really close to being S-Class. But then, I just don't want to fill S-Class too much. I want to keep it kind of tame. Now, Sadie is good. I like Sadie a lot. She helped Steven grow. And then on the other side, she also started Sadie and the Killer Suspects, which Greg helped with a lot. All honesty, I think Sadie is a good character as well. I can't put myself there. Buck, he's a very plain character, isn't he? Not a lot happens. He's not bad. He just shows up and he's there to help. Same with all the cooler kids here and even her sister. Buck is just like, go with the flow. And for the most part, he's okay. I wouldn't say he's good, but he's not bad. We're putting him in okay. Sour Cream, I really like the episode where he does the DJ stuff. And he goes against Yellowtail. But then, there's a whole thing there. And you get to know a little bit more about Marty and all that. I don't know. Sour Cream's good. He's borderline good and okay. I would say he's between these two. We're going to put him in okay. She's okay. It's the cool kids. They're a group. They hang out. They did the Sadie and the Killers, all that stuff. They're okay. Now I do like the Kiki delivery service because I think this is Jenny and this is Kiki. Jenny, she's okay. Kiki, she's probably going to follow her sister. I really like the pizza episode and all that. And, she confronted her emotions about her sister and all that. But I think she's okay. I don't like the giant spacing between these characters. Oh, Ronaldo. You can't tell because it cut off his face. So who is this character? It's a mystery. But, with his flame shirt, you can tell he's the conspiracy theorist. I think, and generally, he's a bad character. Because they never really gave him his redemption arc. They just made him a punching bag for a lot of the things. I'm pretty sure the gyms showed up and beat him up at one point. Every arc he was in, he got the really bad end of the deal. And that's really because of Lars. But Lars changed. He really didn't change. He did a list of things that put Steven in danger. He tried to become Steven at one point. He's really not a good character or even an okay character. So that's a bummer for him. He's staying there. Petey's okay. Beyond the later, like beyond halfway through the show, he kind of really doesn't show up. So I think I'm going to put him in okay. Because he does help Steven significantly in the early seasons. But then he kind of like disappears, you know? Oh, cool. We have... I thought I removed him. I'm not going to lie. So when I realized that I have a lot of background characters, I started removing a few. And I left some in. One was Lars's parent. I removed his mother because I thought I removed his father. Apparently I didn't. So his father here is also going to be grouped in with his mother. I think his name is Dante. I don't remember. I don't remember his mother's name. But they're a group and they're okay. I mean, like he really shouldn't be here. Same with Mr. Unsmiley. He shouldn't be here. I don't know why he's here. Don't worry about it. Don't you even worry about it. Anyway, Onion. Onion's a weirdo. He's a freak. And some would say an arsonist. Personally, from a few episodes, I'm gonna put him in a good character. He's okay. You know, we got that one episode where he duplicated those toys, and that would put him down in the okay area. I think he's a good character. I like him. Now we get to Ruby, the Ruby that mixes with Garnet. Not any old Ruby, the Ruby. This is our Ruby. She did her whole cowboy expansion. She went off and did cowboy, all sorts of stuff. But I don't dislike her. I don't like her. She's going in the okay. These are the characters I enjoy. These are the characters I like. These are the characters that I don't feel about. And these are the characters I think are bad characters or I don't like. That sounds good with me because I don't dislike any of these characters. All right, Mr. Fry Guy. I, again, don't really care for him. He's okay. Maybe we should do Sapphire because we just did Ruby. I think I'm going to put him down here. And I think I'm going to put next guy I'm going to put right here. So that way Ruby and Sapphire get pushed down together. And I think it's going to be this character. I think we're going to put Mr. Fry Guy here. Don't really feel all that much with Fry Guy, especially that mascot one. Mr. Pizza. Oh, yes. We got Mr. Pizza. I don't remember his name. It's Koei or something like that. I'll put him in a bad character. I'll put him in okay. I don't really dislike him. I don't like him. I like. Him, I like his character arc. I like where he ended up. I don't really like him when he was the mayor, but when he became the donut guy, I enjoyed his existence. So I think I'm going to put him in okay just because of how he ended up. You know, he's the mayor, and then he lost everything, and then he became a donut guy. And, you know, personally, I think that's a good overarching arc for him. I like that arc. Jamie, I don't much care for Jamie. I mean, he's okay. He's very much a side character. Same with Mr. Smiley and Mr. Frowny. I think those two characters go together as well. Yes, I wanted to remove these guys as well. Mainly all these guys except for her and Marty. Yeah, these four aren't supposed to be here. But I guess Connie's parents... I like Connie's parents. We're going to put them up here. We're going to put them in the good category. Barb, put in good category. Good parent. Yellowtail, he could speak and be good parent. But you know what? Vidalia, she goes good. Let's do Greg because we're doing all the parent. Well, let's do this guy. I'm putting him in okay. I like him. I know he's a douchebag and he sucks and not a lot of good things happen from him. I think I like him because he gave money to Greg, but in the end, I don't like him because he was kind of a deadbeat, even though he wasn't. Okay, we have Andy. I like Andy. I like his overarching story because he starts off not enjoying anything, and then he comes back and he actually enjoys it. So I'm gonna like Andy. Andy's in the good. I like Andy. Okay, Kevin. Okay, so since it's Kevin, I had to add a new category and put him there. I generally don't like Kevin. They also, like Ronaldo, never came back. Never like created an arc for him to redeem himself. He just kind of stayed Kevin. I mean, to be fair, I'm glad we never saw him in future. I assume he just left and moved on, which is good for him, I guess. But yeah, he was really written as a bad character and never redeemed or anything. And I feel like putting him in the worst is okay because a lot of people don't like this character. The Heaven and Earth Beetle. I feel like these two pair up. I don't like them. But they're not bad characters. I'd say they go smack dab in the good category. They're okay. They're characters. Let's get them looking at each other. Boom. All right. Now we have the off colors. I think the off colors, they're going to all go into the okay category. except for her. Paprika? I don't remember how they pronounce her name. I'll put her in good because I like her. I like her more than Sapphire because Sapphire is actually useful in the show. I'd say I like more because of the comedy aspect. All right, Amethyst. She's good. I like Amethyst. I don't think she's an S class, but she's definitely up here. Should we just finish off the Crystal Gems? Hey, it's Pearl. All right, Pearl. Where are you going to end up? I also like her. I like her. Not as much as Garnet. I think my favorite out of the Crystal Gems is Garnet for sure. I enjoy Garnet a lot more than Pearl and Amethyst. That's not saying I dislike Amethyst or Pearl at any means. They all are great, especially Pearl. I think it would probably be Garnet, Pearl, and then Amethyst. I think that's my category of how I like them. But, I'm going to leave them like this because they're good. And these two aren't like, I like her way more. They're very close on my likeness meter. Garnet is also close, but it just tops them off. And of course, Steven. I like Steven, especially in Steven Universe Future. What a Chad. Emerald for the off colors. We got Emerald. All right, Emerald. We don't know much about her. She's a bad guy. Do I like her? I do like the back and forth that Lars did with her. Am I going to put her anywhere? I'm going to put her in bad. I mean, we didn't get enough about her. Similar to Cat Steven. It's not bad because I dislike her. It's bad because we don't know enough. Like the Cat Steven, bad because I don't know enough. These two, bad. These because I don't like them. And this character, bad because I don't know enough. All right, let's handle the rubies, man. Okay, let me be honest here. Out of all the rubies, now this is going to be controversial because I'm going to spoil something. I don't like the rubies. Besides the baseball game, I don't like them beyond that. And they show up later. So I'm going to put them all in bad. I'm just not fond. I don't hate them. I just don't care for them. Now, hold on a minute. Is that Eyeball? I like Eyeball. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the weird thing. I like Eyeball a lot. And it's maybe because they did more with her. I love the episode where Eyeball is trying to kill Steven in space. It's such a good episode. Now, Prismarine. Now, Eyeball and Prismarine team up. They team up and they do that one thing, They do that cool thing. Do I like Prismarine? No. But do I dislike her enough to put her in bad? Yeah, I dislike Prismarine. No, I'll put her okay. I like her, but not dislike her. Topaz goes right there. Yeah, I don't dislike her, especially because what she is. So I'm not going to put her down too far, but she's definitely not. I like her. She's just not disliked. Same with Aquamarine. The pearls. Now, as you can see, blue pearls cropped out, but the other pearls aren't. I got all the pearls pictures from the same place. Why did they do this? I don't get it. Anyway, blue pearl. I like blue pearl. Now, yellow pearl, okay. Pink pearl, okay. I don't dislike the pearls. I just like blue pearl more. I don't know why. Okay, now we got Nephrite. I think Nephrite. Nephrite. Do I like Nephrite? Of course I like Nephrite. I love how she showed up very early on and she tied into the later series with being revived and all that. And I don't know. I just love her arcs. Holly. I dislike Holly. I think they wrote her to be disliked. The cluster. Very cool. Look at him giving the high five. I don't know how they centered the cluster, but whatever. The cluster. I think it worked with Steven. So I don't like the cluster. Nah, I do like the cluster. Cluster's cool. Really cool. Especially since it's still there. I feel like it could blow the world up. But we're going to keep it chilling. Greg. Of course we're going to put Greg up here in S. Why wouldn't we put Greg up here in S? Next up, we have Connie also going to S. And Peridot also going to S. And Cactus Steven going to... He's okay. I like Cactus Steven. I just don't dislike Cactus Steven. There we go. All right, so now all I have left is Fusion and video game characters, I think. I was correct, yes. Let's do the video game characters, and then we'll end it with the fusions. George. I like George. Hessenite. I don't dislike Hessenite. I don't like Hessenite. I feel like that's going to be a lot of things. I feel like I do like her. I do like her. I don't remember her name. Pyrope, I think? Pyrope. I think it's Pyrope. I like Pyrope. Speaking of characters I like, Square Dot. It's just a version of Peridot. So, of course, I'm going to like Square Dot. I love Peridot, so I'm going to put Square Dot here. All right, now we're in fusions. That's the characters. It's literally the game characters. Game characters done. I'm not putting the light constructs in here. I don't much care. I consider those part of George. Moving on. All right, we have Opal. Yes, Opal. Amethyst and Pearl. I think they're okay. I believe this is Sugalite. I want to say this is Sugalite. Sugalite! Alright, cool. Sugalite. I like Sugalite. I like the design. I think they got Nicki Minaj to voice her, which doesn't change my opinion on her at all. I don't know enough about Nicki Minaj, I guess. But, you know, I like her design. I like her metalheadness. It leads to a good song from Pearl. All in all, this is great. This is great. I like this. Pteranodons. Okay. Where am I going to put Pteranodons? I think I would like to put her. I like her because she has a hammer. I like Pteranodons. I like Pteranodons. I think this is Alexandrite. That's all three of them fused together. I'm gonna put them in okay. I don't dislike them. I like them more than I dislike them. I just don't like them enough. If that makes sense. Malachite, same. I like the idea of seeing Lapis fuse. Of course, we're gonna lead to the obvious one of Lapis and Peridot fusing. We never saw that happen, but Malachite we did, and I like it. Smoky Quartz. Oh, all the way up in S class. I like Smoky. She's my favorite fusion. Rainbow Quartz 1.0. So just normal Rainbow Quartz. I think they're okay. They're okay. Rainbow Quartz 2.0. I like them. Not my favorite. Mega Pearl. Yes, when Pink Diamond or Pink Pearl and Normal Pearl. Pink Pearl and Normal Pearl fused. They did Mega Pearl. I'm going to put them into also I like. Too bad you can't see her face. It's just her torso. Get her body. That's it. Like most of these characters. Thank you, Tiermaker. In case you guys didn't know, I'm using Tiermaker. Anyway. Sunstone. I do like Sunstone. Sunstone's pretty cool. Ah, yes. I think this is called Bluebird. Ah, Bluebird. I'm going to dislike Bluebird because they made Greg cut his hair. I'm not a fan of Bluebird. Ah, I think this is called Gert. Hold on. Gert? Okay, I was off. It's called Stag. They called him Stag. Steven and Greg fusing and making this is a very left ball curve. I won't lie. I don't dislike it, but it's definitely not liked. I have a feeling that a lot of people like this character. I don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're bad. It's definitely a great scene. I love seeing Steg. It's great. Steven, I'll push him up just because Steven, and it's kind of like bonding. And Greg and Steven, they rocked the house. I'll put him up there. That's fair. Now we have Stevonnie. I'm also going to put up here. Ooh, this is hard. Do I put it in S class or do I put it in good? Because I like Stevonnie a lot. I definitely like Stevonnie. Because it's just Connie and Steven, and I like both of them. But I don't know, because I have Steven and Connie already up there. I don't know if I can put this in S, if that makes sense. I'm going to put them in there. Because I feel like I like Stevonnie as much as I like Stag. No, I like her. I like Stevonnie more than Stag. I love the voice actor for Stevonnie. I loved her. I loved everything about Stevonnie. Yeah, she goes in good. I like Stevonnie a lot. Obsidian, the final one. Obsidian. Where are we putting Obsidian? Oh, I love seeing Obsidian. I love everything about it. I love the two mouths when pulling the sword out made of molten lava. Obsidian is really cool, but I don't think she gets S class. I think she's going down here. I think we're putting her there. So that is the generic Steven Universe character sheet. Yes, I missed a lot of characters. There's a few characters in here that I don't want in here. I wish I could remove a few of the side characters, like some of the parents. There's a lot of the parents that shouldn't have made it. And, you know, my apologies for leaving out characters that I'm sure people are going to go, you missed my favorite character. I'm sorry. I should have just used a different thing. I don't know. I miss characters. There's characters I remove. I want to do the core characters that, like, you see a lot. And these characters shouldn't be here. This character, Quentin Frowny, should not be here. I got to be honest. But, you know, they made it. I'm sorry. I mean, the Heaven and Earth Beetles shouldn't even be up here. But they're here. The game characters shouldn't be here. But they're here. Look, now we get to choose our favorite out of the S class. And let's do... I'm going to shuffle these around before we choose my favorite. Actually, I'm going to choose my favorite, and then we're going to shuffle them around. My favorite character of Steven Universe. We have Steven. We have Connie. We have Greg. We have Garnet. We have Lapis, we have Peridot, we have White Diamond, we have Spinel, we have Smoky Quartz. We have one fusion up here, huh? Well, I guess there's two. There's two fusions if you count Garnet. Oof. All right, I know this is gonna be rough. Oh man, it's hard. It's really hard. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shuffle these around. We're gonna shuffle them around. Okay, from left to right is how much I like these characters. So starting from my favorite characters, but least favorite out of the favorite is White Diamond, then Garnet, then Steven, then Connie, then Smoky Quartz, then Greg, then Lapis, then Peridot, then Spinel. My top dogs are Peridot and Spinel. And I'm not going to lie, I like both of them equally. I love Spinel. I love Peridot. And as much as I want to put Spinel in favorite, I think it goes to Peridot. I have to put Peridot in my favorite. I just have to. She's my favorite. Followed up by Spinel, and then Lapis, and then Greg, and then Smoky Quartz. Oh, man. Should I shuffle all these into like my favorite from like left to right, like book wise? Should I shuffle them all into that way? I could. Okay, I shuffled it. As you can see, I sorted it. So my favorite character is Peridot. And then down the list, it would go Spinel, Lapis, Greg, Smoky Quartz, Connie, Steven, Garnet, and White Diamond. So that's my favorite list. And then, the characters I like, of course, is Obsidian, Stevani, Lion, Pearl, Amethyst, Blue Pearl, Sardonyx, I think that's her name. I'm looking at a list. Don't judge me. Sunstone, Lars, Nephrite. I hope I said that right. Square Dot, Pyro, Pumpkin, Mega Pearl, Sugalite, Rose Quartz, Sadie, Paprika. Yeah, Paprika. Onion's mother, Connie's father, George, Nanafu, Barb, Onion, Andy, the Cluster, Rose Quartz, Rainbow Quartz 2.0, right? What is that called? Rainbow Quartz 2.0, Steg, Cactus Steven, Eyeball. Now I know you may notice because Pumpkin's on here and Cactus Steve's on here. Where's Watermelon Steven? I feel like that is Steven. I don't get it. Like Cat Steven and Cactus Steven and Pumpkin, they all have sentient life of their own. Watermelon Steven is Steven in a watermelon. So I feel like I'm just recategorizing Steven. So I left him. That's the reason why Watermelon isn't. So if Watermelon was on here, it'd be an S because that's where Steven is. That's how it works. Anyway, then we come to OK. Bismuth. Ooh, why did I put Bismuth in OK? You're getting pushed up. How dare you? I like her more than a lot of characters up here. We're going to push her all the way up to Rose Quartz. Boom. There you go. Look at that. Smacked her. There. Boom. How dare you? Anyway, now we're going into the, okay, I don't really care, but I don't dislike these characters. We have Ruby, Sapphire, Yellow Diamond, Blue Diamond, Opal, Pink Pearl, Aquamarine, Yellow Pearl, Jasper, Alexandrite, Fluorite, Sour Cream, Rainbow Quartz, right? Is that it? Rainbow Quartz 1, Mr. Smiley, PD, Yellowtail, Hessenite, Malachite, the Heaven and Earth Beetle, Marty, Buck. Oh, the off colors. I don't remember. Man, if I know how to pronounce their names. The Rutile twins and Rondonite. I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. Anyway, moving on. We got Jenny, Kiwi, Mr. Fryman, Topaz, the other boss from the games. Yep. Jamie, Mr. the Boss Mayor, Pizza Guy, Mr. Pizza. I think it's Dewey the Mayor, Mr. Pizza Guy. This counts as all of Lars's parents, both of them. And then Quentin Unsmiley. I don't remember. I think it's Quentin Frowny. But we got a bad character. Again, Cat Steven, he's not a bad character, just not enough. He was like in 2 episodes. This character, I do dislike, but I also like the mischievousness. I just dislike them because they cut Greg's hair. Emerald's the same way. They don't have enough going on. Holly's same way. I wish there was more than just being the warden of the zoo. Pink Diamond I dislike, along with all the other rubies, which I'm glad I can bunch them up together because throwing them in this mix would be rough. And then I really do dislike this character because they never brought him back and did anything with him. He was just annoying. And of course, Kevin, in the worst category, is my least favorite character in the show. So yeah, that's my Steven Universe character list. I'm sorry if I missed your character. If if you ask me in the comments, like, well, what about this character? I will answer you by telling you whether they go in S, good, okay, bad, and worst. Because I'm telling you they're not overtaking Peridot, because if they were, they would have been on this list. I hate to say that for you. They may be your favorite, but they're not mine. However, I will categorize them if you tell me. And since I didn't make this, I think I can add stuff to it. Maybe. So if you do leave a character I left out, I will try and add them to this. If not, I'll tell you where they go. I'll just tell you like S, good, okay, bad. Because I don't think they're worse than Kevin. I don't think they're better than Peridot. That is the bar, high bar and low bar. But I can tell you where they go for me. I tell you if they're like, oh, they're okay, good. The link to this tier list, I'm going to try and put down in the description. So that way, if you want to do it yourself, you can mix and match and put them all wherever you feel like. However, this is mine. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this tier list video of all the Steven Universe characters that I can remember off the top of my head without watching it recently. Man, I need to rewatch that show. Either way, thank you for watching this episode again. And hopefully I'll see you in whatever I do next. Bye!